What's up, everybody? It's a new day, and this is Ooze Out, a very important personality on set with us today. And yeah, I'm guessing that you guys are going to be so excited. We're going to be talking about some of the insights of Biggie 237. I don't know if you missed out on that show, but one of our very first reality TV shows that happened a couple of months ago. And yes, we have one of the housemates, one of the pioneers of this show that we can't wait to see what it's going to look like in the future. So have deep conversations of some of the things that are happening. When we come back, we are going to be meeting the housemate in question. Yes, and see who we have here. Melinda.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
to Ooze Out. Ooze Out.
We're oozing out today, huh?
Yeah, you know what Ooze Out is? Ooze Out means that you're literally not filtering anything. Like
I see.
You know when you pour stuff and
Right.
it's all over the place?
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, that's what's up.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. I've been seeing you've been putting out some pretty amazing content, your
Really?
YouTube channel, music. I mean, are you a polymath
Well,
or just a content creator?
we're
Excited
trying
with
to-
creating.
we're trying to explore from every possible angles effortlessly.
How is that working for you?
It's going great. It's going great. I mean, it's kind of easy for me because that's what I love doing and that's what I'm capable of doing. So it's
How is it like doing music in Cameroon?
that's it did the way it did. It's not easy, but we're putting in the work, we're putting in the effort, and sooner or later we'll get there.
will you particularly say that we have like a Cameroon entertainment industry, a music
At the moment.
industry? Do you think we have a music industry?
Yeah, but we still have a lot of work to do, and
In
definitely
what
we're going
domain
to.
precisely.
We're talking about music, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, probably support, and what else? I'm going to think about that one later.
So you think that the problem with our music industry is more from the fans, the people listening to the music, or the general promoters and stuff? Where do you think the setbacks is? What's giving you?
What's your definition? What's the definition of setbacks?
I mean, do you think that our music is supposed to be in bigger platforms and heard by many more people, or artists being respected and paid more, given more value than they're being given now? What do you think?
Yes, we actually do deserve that, but I feel like it comes from the fans too as well. There are actually fans that do support. Then there are fans now who are like, artists when supposed to do so, when I need to do so. It's like, given the fact that they are fans, we're making music for them, we're producing products for them, they now take it to a certain point where it's like we have to do everything that they say so that they in return do what we need to be out there as artists.
And really never satisfied.
No. You cannot satisfy fans. You will die during the process. You cannot completely satisfy fans.
Let's go back down memory lane
All right.
for a bit.
Okay.
So it's 2020. Yeah, you took a journey, which was
we're
pretty
going to?
strange. I don't want to say pretty strange or what. Biggie 237
Right.
and stuff like that.
Right.
It's pretty much one of the things why I wanted you on the show, because, like I said, this is Ooze Out.
This is Ooze Out, yeah.
And there's some things, unanswered questions and stuff that I'm thinking that, okay, first of all, I want to know, what was the trigger? What pushed you? Why did you want to be on Biggie 237?
Okay, first things first, I love reality TV shows.
Okay.
And that year it was, I think it was Pepper Dem season with Big Brother Niger.
Yeah.
And immediately after that, I saw an ad
Okay.
on Facebook where they were talking about Biggie 237, the criteria, what it's about and everything. Please, if you're watching, ignore my news here. This is real life here. So, criteria and everything, I was like, this looks interesting. Why don't I dive in and see what it's about? And then I checked it out. I was like, okay, this might be good for me. I signed up, followed the registration process, blah, 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 blah. And then we had to go through everything that we went through, and we got selected. So because at the end of the day, they needed 25 contestants I think so. It's 25, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 25 contestants. So there was, I think I'm explaining everything now.
That's totally fine. Yeah, feel free. This who's out. Who's out?
So we went through the whole process, registered, and then we're being added to a group, and we're asked some information, some money, and what else? What happened?
Oh, there was money involved?
Yeah, of course we had to register. I think it was 25,000 or so. But if you want to compare that to what they did as per doing our medicals and all of that, we didn't really spend anything. Right, cool. We didn't really spend anything. So that went down, and then we're just being informed as to what next is going to happen, the launching, the house entry, the tasks, because of course those were the main things that had to be done for the fans or public to vote and then select the 25 contestants. But out of the whole list, the first 20, my name wasn't there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my name wasn't there. I wasn't among those first 20. So I was just like, okay, cool, right? And then they were like, they're going to reveal the next 5 pretty soon. And then I just popped up. I was like, my man. I'm amongst these people. So after that, we were preparing now for the launching. And then after the launching, we had to wait for a couple of months to get things. So Corona came in and then
kind of slowed things down.
Yeah, slowed things down. But still, we had to push through with the whole project. And then in when did we get in? Was it July or was August? Early August. I cannot remember those things, but can you?
It's been a year.
It's right. But I think it was around August, eh?
Right.
It should be around August. So we got into the house proper, and then we had to leave with people that, should I say, you already probably knew about them. And then when you got into the house, or when I got into the house, it was different personalities, different characters. I was like,
tell me, were you thinking when you were getting into the house, did you think this was going to be a boost to your music?
Yes, because that was like the first should I say, that was also my list. That's the first thing. This is going to push me higher in some way, but the thing is, I don't know in what way.
Right.
So I was just like, this is going to help me in some way, and I just took the step. God gave me the strategy, and
I think that you didn't really care about anything else. You weren't thinking about the challenges when you were getting to the house. You were not thinking about all of what might. Did anything else occur to you aside the fact? I mean, were you thinking about anything else aside the fact that, you know what, this thing has to put my music in the right place?
What else could I? No, I don't think so. I was just like, I'm getting in there, be me. Whatever happens, it happens.
Right.
I'm just doing what has to be done.
Let me ask you a very deep question.
No, deep.
In what week do you already start having? That's if you had regrets. Did you in any way have regrets?
After the show or before the show? When?
During the show.
During the show. Regrets. No. To be honest, no.
Were you happy to be in the house?
Yeah, I was. No, forget about my face. I was happy. I was happy to be in the show. I was happy.
Oh, that comes with a little bit of sarcasm there. Are you sure?
No. I was aware. It's just that now when people want to talk about Biggie 237 and then they look at me, when I go back, everything is just funny. But I was happy.
I want to know some of the stuff that was pretty, should I say, you found pretty ridiculous.
About the whole show? Or about what?
A few of them, during the show.
First things first, I think I spoke about the fact that we knew ourselves before getting into the show.
Oh, that was a problem to you?
I see it as a problem because people get to adjust to things that you're not supposed to. The public is actually supposed to see all of that in the house.
Right.
But now when you're outside, you start having, let me not say feelings, but you get close to people, and that's not what it's supposed to be. Right. You get close to people, and then when you get into the house, you cannot do this because you're in this position with this person. You know, those kind of things.
That you know.
Right. Whereas it wasn't supposed to be like that, and they got it. People got into the house, and they were just showing different personalities, and I was like, you guys, what are you doing this for? I get it's a game, but what will you get out of it?
How was because those of us, the viewers, didn't have the opportunity to see
watch.
everything.
Right.
Aside the fact that it was sound or the possibility to, I mean, we had a few images now and then, but there were details that we didn't get to see, and I didn't understand if the show could actually make stars. Okay, but one thing that I'm very concerned about is during the show, how was food like feeding? How available was food the whole time? Please, were there times where you guys hid behind the cameras and stuff like it's rumored on social media to save yourself with some gari?
Okay, this is a TV reality show, right?
Yeah.
In Cameroon.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Those are two things.
Totally.
In Cameroon.
And why so specific about Cameroon? Why are you so very specific?
Cameroon gets away with it.
Oh, for real?
True. So, okay, we get into the house. Before then, the hype is high, right? So you get into the house and you see the house. I'm seeing the house, so visualize it when I'm talking. You see the house, and you're like, this is going to be the bomb and everything. When you get into the house, you see cameras being positioned, and you know, okay, I think I'm making it big, right? Then we had sponsors. We had, I think Brazzaville came at some point there. We had sponsors for food, drinks, stuff, different things. And then the first few weeks, we felt like, okay, contestants or housemates felt like, okay, I'm at home. There's food, drinks. The fridge was stocked. Stocked. Yeah. There was food, and we were just going and going and going and going and going.
Oh, you mean going to the fridge?
Yes.
So everybody was like, there wasn't any rule, there was no time for eating, nothing.
There was a rule, but you can't successfully, let me say 100% control 25 people, head of house or not.
Can't you?
Head of house or not, in a sense, person if you can't take it in, then they can ask and say, now who don't take them? It's not, nobody's going to own up here. Okay. So it's not easy to be able to control those number of people. So there was food, and then when I got evicted the first time, when I stepped out, there were things like, I was wondering why they call this a TV reality show, and then things that people are supposed to see, which is entertainment, they don't see it. We are in Cameroon, it's a TV reality show. It's normal. Not everybody in their houses eat 3 square meals.
Facts.
Every day and all the time, right? And this is a TV reality show for the first time, right? So it's not easy to be able to gather those number of people, feed them. So when I stepped out, and then I realized that there were some things, because you asked about were there moments when the camera wasn't able to. So I felt like when those things were happening, we were live. Yeah. But when I left the first time, there wasn't anything on social media. And talking about social media, that we were supposed to have a channel, but not everybody had. People were concentrated or more focused on Facebook. And trust me, it was not all the time that they were going live, because I think there were periods, no, I'm not thinking, there were periods when in the morning we had nothing to eat. And then they show up now with food towards the evening. And then I realized that that's when they're going live, when we're fixing jama and things like that. So why are you doing that? Who are you actually trying to impress? And then you term it as a reality TV show. Which part of it is real? So
I want to understand something. Were there times when you guys were out of food?
Yes. How no be out of food? Like, there were times we were out of food.
When you were out of food, what do you do?
What will you do? You are in the house, you shit also they bring chop now. What are you going to do about it? Because you want to step out of the house.
What was the longest time you stayed without having food?
Longest time, it's not like we sleep a day
without food at all.
No. So it could be like in the morning, nothing, the day, nothing, in the evening,
food shows up. So did you guys come into the house with any extra stuff like you do for boarding school?
Right, they asked us not to step into that, because first of all, they came with a contract the day we were supposed to get into the house, like 2 hours before we were supposed to get into the house. And the contract was thick. It was lengthy. It was thick. And I'm like, who reads law for 2 hours before getting into a house, getting into the game? Right. How am I supposed to process that, understand it, and then be like, okay, whatever I'm doing, I have to stick by the rules. You get, excuse me. So it wasn't making any sense. So we got into the house. We're not supposed to get in with snacks, but some people still got in with snacks. So they lived on, part time.
What kind of snacks though?
There was chips, there was chin chin, peanut. What else was there? Biscuits.
How can people get into the house without Gary? That's like.
Well, trying to act bougie throughout, you just have to keep it with the chin chin.
Some people were acting bougie in the house. For real? That's not what we saw though.
You now understand now. That's not what you saw. And then you tell me the TV reality show. But we're just hoping that the next editions will be
How did
better.
people handle their sexual urges?
Sexual urges. I don't really know how to explain it because I'm not in their libido or whatever. But
relationships and stuff that
relationships. Which relationship should we talk about now?
Oh, there were several relationships?
Yeah, there was pairing. There was Gaga and Hexival. There was Zita and TJ.
Did any of them continue out of the house?
I won't know it because, I mean, when I left, it's practically my business I was being focused on. So, who else was there? Blanche and is it Kitchen Boy?
Oh, yes. There were a lot of relationships.
Yes, there were.
In a tiny house.
And then Vanitels and what's this guy's name? Photo Branny.
Why did you get involved?
In what?
In a relationship.
Nah. That was just too petty for me.
Oh.
Nah. Get into a relationship because of what the game.
Oh wow. Do you think that these people were serious about a relationship or was just to satisfy some urge?
I won't really know, but I felt like it was for the game and probably for the game and then to satisfy some urge because I don't know what everybody was doing behind the cameras. But the few that I did know about, so it was to satisfy urge and then for the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think that the fact that Biggie put you out of the house and brought you back in put you on any extra advantage?
Was it just you? It was just me, like.
It was just you? Was there any particular reason explain why they put just you out and brought you back?
No. So what actually happened was, child. So I was evicted the first time, and then.
When you were evicted, were you sent home or you were put in a private place?
No, so when I was evicted, they put me in a private place for like 2 days and then I was sent home.
Home?
I was sent home. Now, my home at that moment was in Douala.
Okay.
So I was still like,
so you had
taking my
access
head
to
off.
watching people in the house?
Right.
So you had
I was evicted.
So you had access to knowing what people were saying about them on the internet?
I didn't, till now I haven't watched those videos.
Totally, but did you, by any chance, watch what was going on in the house while you were evicted the first
No,
time?
the TV, because my elder sister she had the channel. Mm-hmm. So at times it was on and off, on and off. So it was just once in a while I got to see what people were doing. So I was in Douala, and then they called me and said, okay, they're about having a twist. So people who were, the set of people who were evicted from that week, or from the first week to when I was evicted, will be put up for voting, and then the person with the highest votes gets back into the house. But I don't know if I should call it fortunately or unfortunately, I had a tie with Photo Branny. Yeah, so we got back into the house the week, I left this week, I went back Saturday, or is it Sunday?
Just a week later?
Yes. Then the next week,
you were evicted again?
I left again. What?
How was that for you when the internet came at you?
So it came at me at what point?
Do you think that the internet found it funny? Like there was a lot of sarcasm associated with your second eviction?
My second eviction.
And you didn't take it lightly.
Well,
you seem to have been...
Sarcasm actually began during my first eviction. Yes. And I didn't handle it well because I was like, I haven't been in the house for that long, and then I'm leaving. So it got me. But afterwards, I was healing. I was healing, and then people were saying, oh, we didn't get to see you in the house. You were quiet. You were just there. I'm like, so wait. So these cameras that are here, aren't we supposed to be live? I don't understand what you mean by you were not seeing me. So what happened? How were you not seeing me? Because I can recall every single thing I had been doing in the house. So what do you mean by you were not seeing me?
So you think that it wasn't fair on the housemates?
It didn't make sense, yes.
They were not being, they didn't really show
yes, exactly.
the audience.
They were not being seen. And I got out and I realized that they decided to go live when they deem it necessary for them. Whereas it's supposed to be a throughout 24/7 live something. So when they come and tell me now that, oh, I did not see you, and then you're telling me these things when I'm out. So how are you expecting me to feel? But now, when I had the opportunity to go back the second time, I was like, who has been put in this position before? Even in Nigeria, nobody. It's just me. So I feel like that put me, you called it a double advantage. Or what was it again? Yes. So that leveled me higher. Yes.
So I want to understand something pretty
Right.
much. You have the show going on. The audience is really not watching what is going on. Did that finally achieve the reason for which you went into the house, your music?
I feel like what happened, like me leaving the first time, coming back, and then leaving again. I used what happens to me as an advantage for myself. You get so just because Biggie 237 decides to give you a platform to be able to showcase yourself or showcase your talent doesn't necessarily mean that, all right, they've opted to do this, let me just sit back behind and then they do this, they do that. Once I'm out, I'm going to be a star. It doesn't work like that here. It doesn't even work like that anyway. So I don't know, people got comfortable, but I wasn't comfortable. I had to make good use of what was in front of me at that moment. And trust me, I would have been regretting if I did not use all those happenings or events to my own advantage.
What do you think that the winner deserved it?
I don't feel.
I need you to be very honest. This is
no,
Ooze out.
Right. No, I'm blunt on a regular, but no, Who
was your winning choice?
I feel like Nerissa had to win
because because she had crowds.
She had, yes, and right from the onset, when you look at the polls, Nerissa period. And the last day, we're waiting. So when we heard that she was, what was it again? Was it second runner-up? I was surprised. I was like, second runner-up. How?
What was special about the first person? I don't think that we really...
Who?
Did the person who won, did she come into the house the same day with everyone?
Nah, she came in...
Wait, what? The winner wasn't in the house with everyone?
No, she came in, was it 2 weeks later?
Wait, what?
For real? Okay, you didn't know about it. What? Where you guys don't know where Papa got?
So she came into the house. Was she really introduced? So when she came into the house 2 weeks later on, are you aware if she was put in a private place for those 2 weeks, or she?
No, I feel like she wasn't.
She was home.
I feel like she wasn't put in any private place because there was some whispering up and down, and no, she wasn't put in any private place according to me.
So first of all, she's on advantage basis, just coming
Right.
2 weeks later on after watching the game plan. She comes in, people don't really know much about her, yet she wins.
What do I? Why are you looking at me as if I'm not oozing out? I'm oozing out.
That's crazy. Like, I feel
Right.
like
She
that's
came.
crazy.
She came in 2 weeks later, or she came in 2 weeks later. Actually, that's what happened. She came in 2 weeks later. Excuse me.
What do you think that Biggie 237 could do differently?
You
If
mean
it
the
was
next
going to happen?
edition?
Yes.
I think they should work on sound. They should work on camera quality. They should work on these lapses that they had with the contract. What else? What else did I talk about? Food. What was it again? There were so many things I spoke about.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
I should rate it.
the very first one.
Very first one.
Scale
6.
of 1 to 10.
6.
That's a pass.
They tried for the first edition. They really did. But lapses them. Be still there. There were lapses. Trust me.
Were there times when you guys had power outages?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Was
power
there any
outage
standby
with them.
generator?
No, because it was a period when we actually dark. That was in the
What was
afternoon.
the longest darkness?
A few hours. A few hours, and that was it.
Incident.
Okay, then there was. Should I call it? No, I can't say flood. Rain actually got into the house.
Okay, like flooded or something.
Rain.
Got in.
I say rain got into the house. Yes. So that morning, I feel like, honestly, these are things that we were supposed to have been seeing.
Right.
This is Cameroon, the first age. Because in as much as they tried
You
to...
feel like the viewers were cheated?
Trust me, in as much as they try to sugarcoat anything to give to the public, no matter how you try, they will still criticize you if they have to criticize you. Just let it be. Just let it be. So that morning we were doing this, and it was fun.
Okay, I'm going to be very open with you. One of the things that made Biggie 237 to go viral and finally rank and even trend on social media was the blown gas. The gas.
Oh,
the gas.
Right.
You want to tell me what was the incident? Was she didn't know how to handle it, or?
No, that day. So there's the dining / kitchen, and then here where you go straight is the parlor.
Right.
So I was in the parlor, and then we had some issues with the gas bottle. In fact, gas. So they bring gas, and then it gets finished like in 1 week. So we're not understanding what actually we're cooking. That will cause gas to finish that fast. Yeah, so I wasn't. Well, in fact, we weren't understanding. So they kept bringing in gas. Now for that particular day and that particular incident, since I said I was in the parlor, and then I think it's Irene. Irene went towards the kitchen. I don't know what she went to look for there. She went towards the kitchen, and then I just suddenly heard pop. It just,
the place went kaboom.
The table of the dining actually laughed. So it went, it actually bent. So, and then she ran out of the house. She actually left it.
Nobody followed her.
No, she actually, at that moment, since I wasn't really understanding what was happening. And it's just when we came out now, because I was deep inside.
There you go.
So when we came out now, we asking, what happened? So seemingly somebody left the oven open. So from there, gas had accumulated and stuff. I don't know whether somebody was trying to light something, because like I said, since I left, I haven't watched videos to even, so probably she was trying to light something and it exploded. Luckily, nothing happened to anybody, just the dining section, the table that smiled.
Will you want to go into the next house?
The next house.
If given the opportunity.
If given the opportunity, they will give me an opportunity, trust me.
You want to go again the second time?
Yeah, I can go, but not this edition. Not this coming edition. I get right for go again. Why shouldn't I go? Give me one reason why I shouldn't go.
You want to go for a Biggie 237
again, right? Yes. Sometimes soon, but not now.
Any projects? Right now?
Right now, we're just working on music. We're just basically doing what is available now. So there's music, and then I work as a journalist at the radio. So that too. Then side hustles, makeup, matching robes and bonnets. So I'm practically everywhere all the time. Then I'm
polymath, like I said.
Then I'm thinking of doing some little acting. So I was casted for this horror movie by Girl Boss Production, Flush. So we're working on that to see how.
You are busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. Thank God.
We're so excited to have you on the show and
Thank
for you
you
to
very
share,
much.
to ooze out,
Yes.
you know, all of the
For
stuff
your
that's
ooze
happening
out.
around here and stuff like that. And I've been wanting to do this for a pretty long time. I think that your music is amazing and people should be able to receive it, you know, with more open-minded platform and stuff like that. And we're hoping to see a lot more from you. And of course, if there's Biggie 237 again, we want to watch you, this time with sound. Yes, and that's all we have for you in this edition of Ooze. I guess you guys had fun and had some insights. We're going to be bringing you a couple of episodes on amazing stuff. Follow us on our several social media platforms if you love our content, and don't forget to check out some of the songs by Melinda. Amazing content that she's putting for us on the internet. And you know how it is. We're always here to give you what's hot and what's not. It's your ever smiling black, your favorite. Yes, Karawa.